The last video got cut off. Anyway, I was back there. So you can see how far back that is. You can't even see the back of it. I mean, if you knew if you know what it looks like, you can tell where the back is. But it's beyond all those trees. And so, anyway, my project today was to go into this front portion and see just how much of a grade there is, because this street out here, this portion of this street out here is known as the Hill. And I was driving up here today and I was like, wow, that's a pretty good hill. And I thought, but this driveway isn't really angled that much. So I walked in there, I got another video for that, and then back in there towards the bottom, it's much more level. In fact, a lot of it is level, or at least it appears to be. If there's any grade there at all, it isn't that much. So you can see some of the houses around here. This is kind of getting a little junky. This one here, I don't think anyone lives in it. They just have horses out there. Pretty sure there's a horse on the front porch. Then there's some nice properties. So we'll take a little video of this street. As you drive in, you'll see this is what you would see. There's fire hydrant. You know there's water here. I don't think there's any sewer. I wish there was. It would save me a ton of money. But I don't think the city ran the sewer line out here. With as much influence as there is along this road, they apparently couldn't get that much. Everybody's got to be on the septic systems. Some of these people have money though. A lot of these people have money. These properties are not cheap. I can tell you that. They want a pretty penny for this land out here. I'm just getting a good deal because of that. If that gas well wasn't on that property, see, there's a real nice house there. That's a big house. There's a nice house. There's a decent house. Everybody's got their own little properties out here. It's not just a little, like a city lot. These are much bigger than that. They got some junk out there or whatever. There's a nice house, nice flowers. This house is beautiful. It's not as big, but they really keep it up. There's a little pond there. Some nice houses. I guess that's a decent house right there. Yeah. And there's a mobile home over here. Well, there's an old mobile home here. This is going to be the junkiest thing on this land, or the street, excuse me. There's a new mobile home, I think, back there. Yeah, that's a mobile home. Much newer. Then this is Highway 43 up here. So I'm a little bit more heartened now that I was able to walk back in near the front there and see that there's no great grade. Because these RVers complain about it, I suppose rightfully so, that they want level lots. And people open up new RV parks and they don't have level lots. Well, maybe sometimes it's just not possible. I don't know why they complain so much. I guess they don't want to be bothered with using their automatic jack system. I mean, all they have to do is get out, put some stands or some boards or whatever underneath the jacks, and then turn them, and then push a button, and it levels itself automatically. And they put them down anyway for stability. So I really don't know what they're complaining about. I mean, if it's a really unlevel lots where the jacks can't level the thing out, then I can see that. But other than that, I just realized they put them things down anyway because they want to. What happened back there? If you're sitting on the suspension and on the tires, then every time you move around the house, the whole thing will shake. The RV, these people call them houses. They live in them. They live in them full time, actually. They sell their houses. It's amazing. The information I found out about this particular industry once I started looking into it. But anyway, and see how close the town is. This is the outskirts of the town. And you come up here another mile and a half, and there's a super one. Grocery store, just past a convenience store with a gas station back there. Probably another half a mile, you'll see you see civilization here. I'm just saying, it's close to town, but it's out in the wilderness. It's out in nature, we'll put it that way. So people coming to the park the first time might be a little put off, like, wait a minute, I thought this place was out in nature. It's like barely away from a town. Yep, that's very great appeal because it is out in the nature and it is close to town. So if you need anything, you don't have to go very far for a large grocery store just up here another mile, and then there's Kroger's and Walmart about 3 miles from here. And you know, if you just need basic stuff, you can come to the Citgo here, or the one we just passed back there. That one right there though was pretty small. And then there's a Family Dollar up here. They just remodeled it. Spent a bunch of money on it. These Family Dollars out and Dollar Generals out here are really popular. People use them as mini Walmarts, basically. You go into town with nothing else, you'll find a Family Dollar or a Dollar General. Then you got a little mall here with some restaurants that I don't really use because I don't recommend them. But anyway, there's a bunch of restaurants up the way here. A bunch of them up on 59. This is called Pinecrest. It's also known as 43. Yeah. There's a little business. This place was not doing anything at all until the owner sold it, and these people bought it and turned it into a detail. And I mean, overnight, the thing had, you know, just vehicles packed in there every day. They must know what they're doing because they have constant business there. And then you just come up here, and you know, you got everything. So this is the business 43 route, I think they call it, or is it business 59? I don't remember. There's an old sign up here that says what it is. I think it's business 43. I'm not sure. So the point is, you know, how close you are to town, how close you are to grocery stores. If there's something broken in your RV and Lowe's sells it, well, there's a Lowe's about 3 miles from where I'm at right now, so it's probably 5 or 6 miles from the property. And there's some really beautiful homes here, by the way. There's some really ugly ones too, but there's people that really maintain their homes and, you know, go all out. Yeah, it's pretty nice. There are some really trashy areas of town here, though. Run down. Yeah, it's bad, some of it. There's a hospital here. We actually have our own hospital. They shut this place down. I don't know if it just wasn't doing enough business or what. They just shut it all down, opened up a bunch of doctors' offices. But then I guess they saw the need for at least to have emergency room. So if you break a leg, need stitches or whatever, you can go in there to the emergency room, but the rest of the hospital has been leased out to doctors' offices. And you would have to get transported either over to Shreveport or over to Longview for any further treatments or surgeries or anything like that. You'd have to go over there. They'd take you over there, I'm sure. In fact, I've seen the helicopter that flies in there sometimes, carrying people out of there. So that's it. That was my deal for today. I looked on my Life 360. It's an app, and your family and your friends and whatever get on it, and it shows where you're at any given point. And it also shows the last time you were moving. And the last time I was moving before I left today for this, which I'm going to get coffee now, was almost 3 days, 2 hours short of 3 whole days ago. That's how motivated I've been. I've been working on the pond a little bit. You know, the kid is sick with COVID, so we're just really not going out much. I'm going to keep my distance from these people. I don't have any symptoms of being sick at all, but that doesn't really mean anything with COVID. As everyone knows, some people don't have any symptoms. They're asymptomatic, and other people, you know, they're in the hospital with tubes shoved down their throats and everything in between. It's crazy. This virus is unbelievable the way it works. It just has a mind of its own. Ooh, I wonder what food truck this is. I'm on my keto diet again, though, so I'm pretty limited what I can eat. Sometimes you can go to these things and have them make Cajun Tex Catering. That's pretty cool. They supposedly have really good food there, but I'm going to R&R Bakery and Coffee. They make all the drinks that you will find at Starbucks. It's a Starbucks licensed distributor, but it's not Starbucks. And now they opened up a Starbucks, and a lot of people are still coming here because Starbucks is crazy where they built it. the access in and out of it is ridiculous. And a lot of times there's long lines. Anyway, I'm going to cut this one off.